Hi, welcome back to the Bloom Room. I'm Sydney.
I'm Cooper.
Before we get started, we have some spotlights that we would like to do. For a blog, we would like to spotlight the Milteen Survival Kit by Kate Yu.
And for the poetry, we are spotlighting Stars Are My Home by a guest writer.
Today, we are talking about how some of the ways that we've maintained long distance friendships and just how long distance friendships work.
So, obviously, when you're trying to maintain a long distance friendship, one of the biggest helps is social media, like Instagram or just texting them on iMessage every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Social media and just digital communication is absolutely the biggest way.
Yeah, no, I can't have imagined how they did it back in the day without it.
Oh my gosh, it would have been so much different. I feel like I'd never hear from anybody. No, me and some of my friends, we use Snapchat a lot. We send videos back and forth every so often, just life updates and stuff.
Well, that's certainly a lot more than I get from my friends. I just get a ton of reels sent to me like every morning. Because
Mm-hmm.
they're still in Japan, and
Yeah.
while I'm sleeping, they're awake for like the whole day, and they don't have jobs. So I
Yeah.
spend like a good hunk of my morning just watching the reels they send me. I love them to death, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely get a lot of reels from friends. Thankfully, it's not usually while I'm asleep, but definitely a lot of Instagram and Snapchat. I do also though every so often like we do calls. Those usually aren't very regular because time zone schedules can be difficult. But every so often, me and some of my friends make time to call and just chat. Sometimes we play random games we find online.
Do you all like make time to call ahead of time, or is the
Not
calls just out
usually.
at random?
It just kind of happens. Like someone will text and we'll be like, "Well, we're all free now, so whatever."
Honestly, I don't
Yeah.
even get the liberty of that. It's just a random group chat from like 4 months ago. Randomly just gets a call on it, and we hop on. I remember it was like 11 at night for me too, and I was just
Yeah. No, the time zone changes are definitely not helpful when it comes to calling.
definitely.
Yeah. One of the other things that I struggle with is like the bigger like milestones, bigger events, and like being there for people. I am really bad at remembering birthdays, and I always somehow send it like a little bit off the actual day.
I actually have a solution for that. I also have the same issue. If you open your contacts app, there's an option to add a birthday, and it will show up on your calendar app every time like a birthday passes by.
Oh, I had no idea that it did that.
Yeah, me neither until I just discovered it like last
Yeah.
year or so. But
No,
it's
that's
been
cool.
a lifesaver.
Yeah, definitely. I have definitely missed birthdays.
In fact, one of my friend's birthdays is tomorrow.
I don't think I have any in July, which I hope. No, being far away for like the bigger events is definitely hard, and especially
Oh
when it's
yeah.
like a big group of your friends are in that one place, so they all celebrate it, and you're
Like a graduation.
yeah. No, graduations are definitely difficult. Ugh, graduations, like especially with having just finished the school year and going into a new one, like graduations were a big one. I definitely missed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I remember seeing like a few graduation photos on Instagram, and I was like zooming into every single one of them to see if I could find any of my friends,
Yeah,
just
like
to send them and say, "Hey, that's you."
mhm, tracking down the people in the crowd. I
Mhm.
did get lucky though. I think one of my old schools does. I think they might film it. I think they do a recording. Although I think that their graduation this year is on the same day as ours, so we'll see if that happens. We definitely talked a little bit about like time zones and stuff, but time zones get really tricky.
Oh, don't even get me started on it.
Yeah, I can't imagine because you have friends in Japan, like you said, you
Yep,
did overseas station. So how's that?
it's difficult. I either have to get up like really early in the morning just to like catch them while they're online, or stay up really late. I also
Yeah,
have.
I guess
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can go
you're
first.
good. I guess I did get kind of lucky on that. I never, we were stationed in the U.S. the whole time. The only thing is like keeping track of like there's like 5 different time zones just in the U.S. and like
Mhm.
keeping track of where everyone is a
It's a
little bit
mess.
insane.
Yeah, no. A few friends from Okinawa actually moved to Germany, and I have
Oh,
to like try and keep up with both the Germany time zones and the Okinawan time zones. And I mean, things are just getting out of hand a lot.
that's that's crazy. Germany?
Yeah,
Wow.
Germany.
Do you know off the top of your head how big of a time difference that is?
Not really. I'd say it's 7 hours ahead of me
Oh,
right now.
no, that's definitely chaotic.
Oh, for sure.
No, but even just like the 1 hour difference between me and some of my friends. I have friends like East Coast. I have them all over, but like I have a few in on the West Coast, and even just the hour is wild because they'll want to talk. They'll start a conversation, but it'll be like 9:30 for them, but that's 10:30 for me, and that's
Mhm.
kind of getting late.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but we figure it out. It's a lot of waiting for texts back,
Mhm. A lot of hurry up and wait.
a lot of hoping you catch them at the right time.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, the misaligning schedules is definitely a big one, especially now that we're kind of getting older and everyone's getting jobs, and even
Going to
some of the older
college.
college, like just being so much busier.
Yeah, no, I have a friend who just decided to join the military, which, it's
Oh,
great for them.
yeah,
But
great.
that put like a huge stop on, well, I mean, a lot, because you don't exactly get your phone in boot camp or
Yeah,
anything like that.
yeah, no, that definitely complicates things.
Mhm.
I have a few friends who have like toyed with the idea. I don't know anybody currently who's at boot camp or heading there soon, but that's definitely a big roadblock.
Hmm.
The issue I have is like all my friends have jobs, so one of us gets off work, but the other people are still at work, and then it's our none of our schedules ever line up.
Yeah, just trying to maintain a long distance friendship with someone in your own time zone is difficult just
Yeah,
because there's so many things going on.
yeah, definitely like a big one of the harder things about like long distance friendships is when you realize that maybe they're not gonna work.
Oh, yeah,
Because I've definitely,
no, I've
yeah,
seen that.
no, it's definitely like I've figured out who my real friends are from having to move away. The people who keep in contact and the people who don't.
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it's actually just kind of sad to like if you're scrolling through old chats and you randomly just see their name, just
I
throws you
do that
off.
sometimes. I like scroll through old group chats that have like fallen apart or have people that we don't that stop talking. Like, ugh,
Yeah, I do that a lot more often than I'd like to admit.
I do. I'm definitely guilty of that one. But I will say, even though like long distance is hard, but it makes like the reunion just that much better.
Oh, yeah, I've had a few reunions in my time, and it was actually with not just one person, but with two.
Oh,
So
nice.
when I lived in California for the first time,
Mhm.
I had these friends who lived across Camp Pendleton, the base I lived on, and
Yeah,
I'd see them like every now and then. I was like 4 or 5, so I can't give any specific
yeah,
examples. And then like 7 years later, we all end up on the exact same island in Japan.
yeah,
And we all ended up going to the same high school, just not at the same time, but
yeah.
it was still really funny that that could happen.
That's crazy that that happens. I don't think I have any super crazy stories like that, but like, I mean, I just got back from a trip to California, and while I was out there, I got to see a bunch of people that I haven't seen since I left. So that was really great getting to see a bunch of people again. But I mean, even just like, I can't believe that happened that you guys like
Yeah,
re.
it's still,
Yeah. I mean, the closest I've gone to that is like met a girl recently who we were stationed in the same place at the same time. We just didn't know each other.
yeah, I've had that happen to me a good amount too.
Yeah.
Sucks is that when you realize that you lived in the same place as someone twice, but you already moved away after you realize that it happened.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. I also don't know if I've had that one, but I could definitely see how that would not be fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, all the times you could have trash talked someone about your old move.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love like getting back with people from old moves and getting to talk about like little things that are specific to that place or specific to that station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing is when you're like scrolling through people that are suggested for you, and you find someone from who has someone added from your old move and someone added from your current move. And it's like this
Yeah.
person also knows these two people that don't know
Yeah.
each other. That's absolutely mind-blowing, and it's happened to me quite a few
Yeah.
times.
No, the connections like within the military community are crazy. It's definitely like baffling.
It's like if every military kid doesn't directly know each other, there's at least one person who knows them both. I feel like
Mhm.
that makes sense.
That definitely does. It I don't know, I just though it's like a web, like everybody
Hmm.
somehow is connected to everybody else. I've definitely like after moving away seen like changes in like how a friendship works, kind of like the dynamic in the friendship that we kind of realized, and just like how people changed over time, like realizing someone's not the same as when you left.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I can see where you're coming from, honestly. If that has happened, I'm not aware of it, which probably means I'm not keeping up as good as I should be.
I mean, when I was like just a week ago when I was back in California, like finding out like everything that's happened, who's still friends, who's like how the friend groups have changed, and just how people have changed. Like I would talk about someone and they'd like make a face and like, oh, we're not friends with them anymore. And like finding out this whole crazy story that happened while I was gone. Catching up on stuff is so hard.
Oh, yeah, I can't even begin to catch up on, any of my last moves
Yeah.
just because it's
No,
so chaotic.
I've had it explained to me so many times and I still don't understand some of the things that happened while I was gone. But I do definitely appreciate like even just the little conversations, like someone just letting me know that something happened.
So most long distance friendships do, well, I wouldn't say most, but an amount of them do end up working out. But like the ones that don't are always very different.
Yeah. No, just like drifting apart from someone. I mean, sometimes it's not even a drift, it's like an abrupt
Mhm.
end to a friendship.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like something happens with your old move and it somehow just brings you back into the drama and you're like
Yeah.
forcing people to cut you off.
No, definitely. I've definitely lost people in that way. Like I'm not even there anymore and somehow I get dragged back in to something.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't understand how it happens, but
I guess it does. I
yeah.
think it's just easy to talk smack about someone after they've already moved away.
Yeah, it's definitely easy. And like honestly, I've had some people tell me like it's not that they're actually mad, it's just that they are mad that you left. So they're finding other
Exactly.
reasons to be mad
Mhm.
at you. But I feel like I didn't lose the older I've gotten, I haven't lost as many friendships with long distance. It's a lot more the moves from when I was a little bit younger, like ones from when I was like 10, which that kind of makes sense
Yeah. I mean, you don't
seeing as
exactly have social media.
but even just like texting, I'm not really in contact with many of the people from older moves. Yeah, I have all their numbers and I follow a bunch of them on social media, but we don't talk much. Just not really any happy birthday wishing.
Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from.
Yeah, no, but the drift from other people, it's definitely hard. It's something that takes a lot of time to process, and it's really nice having like at least one person,
Hmm.
long distance or not, that's in your corner for you to talk to.
Yeah, I can definitely sympathize with that.
Yeah. Even though like we have social media now and that's definitely a big help, but I have to say I think my favorite way that I've kept in contact with some of my friends is writing letters. Like
Really?
yeah, I've written a few letters to a few people just out like randomly, no really structure to it, but I did have this one friend. We only ever wrote letters back and forth, like because so she's like much older. She was one of my like camp counselors when I was like 5, but we were
Oh,
family friends too. So I didn't. There was no social media to like keep in contact or anything. So we for probably 5 years wrote letters back and forth to each other, and it was still probably my favorite way that I've talked to someone.
man, I haven't written a letter since I was 6, which is probably something I should change.
Yeah, it's been a while since we have done the letters, but it was a lot of fun when we did. Like I mean now I'm 2 moves past that, so I don't know what address to use anymore, but it was definitely a fun way to keep in contact.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really fun.
Yeah. Definitely had to get creative with some of the ways. I've had some of my friends they like get in trouble a lot and get their phones taken away, so
Oh,
coming up with ways to stay in contact and even when they do have their phones like something more than just like texting.
Yeah. I remember back when COVID was a big thing and you had to try to maintain long distance friendships with everyone, that
Yeah.
I would use Zoom and Google Meet a lot. Like that
Mm-hmm.
absolutely carried my long distance
Oh yeah.
friendships.
Oh yeah. Zoom and Google Meet we used pretty heavily. We made a club in seventh grade that wasn't a real club. We just used it to chat. But I feel like COVID kind of helped long distance relationships
Oh
because
yeah.
it gave a lot more ways to keep in contact, and people who maybe wouldn't have experienced a long distance relationship started learning how to handle them.
Yeah, no, I can definitely see where you're coming from. I could be wrong about this, so I need to be double checked, but I'm pretty sure that Bloom started during COVID and
I think
probably was
so.
because of it. I know for a fact the Shannon Show did,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure about Bloom.
I think it was probably 2020.
Yeah,
I
no, that
also
sounds about right.
could be wrong, but I feel like 2020 is right around when it really ironically bloomed.
But I mean,
But
it makes sense because what else are you
yeah,
gonna do during COVID other than start a group for military kids?
I feel like a lot of stuff like that popped up in during COVID.
Oh
People
yeah,
didn't
for sure.
have the activities they did before, and they figured out new ways to stay connected.
So yeah, while the
It's
entire world was locked down and no one could like really talk to each other, we were all more connected than ever.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like long distance relationships and things like that, you do feel more connected because you have to be more intentional with your relation. You have to be more intentional with the way you do
Exactly.
things.
Because in like in-person relationships, you just happen to like walk by them every
Yeah,
day. But in long distance relationships, you have to make it work.
yeah, like you just bump into them in the hallway. You always eat with lunch with them. You see them every
Hmm.
day, but you have to, like you said, you have to purposefully
Yeah,
make time for them, and you have to be aware of their schedule and be aware of your schedule and do things that work.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Connection is definitely like it's weird to think about sometimes, like the ways we stay connected. Because I mean, I have a few friends like we don't text regularly, but like I mean, this mostly happened like we said during COVID. But we
Hmm.
would like exchange books, but since we couldn't see each other, we
Hmm.
would just like leave them on each other's doorstep with a note.
That is a unique way to keep in touch, man.
Definitely, but like we made it work, and it's interesting to like look back and think about the different ways that people keep in contact.
Mhm. Well, I think that that is a great conclusion to the Bloom Room. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Please be sure to check out the website, bloommilitaryteens.org. Check out our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.